me to welcome to the December 19th Goffstown Select Board meeting. Would you please all join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We are short one select person tonight, Kelly Boyer, and Collis Adams is attending by phone. First up is the acceptance and correction of minutes from 12/12/22 public and non-public.
I'll make the motion for 12/12/22 public and non-public minutes to be accepted with corrections if need be.
Second.
Motion by Mark, seconded by Jim. All votes tonight will be a roll call. Collis?
Yes.
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 Motion passes. That was for both sets, right?
Yes.
I have no announcements. I don't see any announcements here, Derek.
Nope.
And why don't you get started then?
Okay, your next page, you've got your committee meeting schedule for the next 2 weeks. On Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., the library trustees will meet at the public library. Just a reminder, on Saturday the 24th, the transfer station is closed in observance of Christmas Day. Trash and recycling is on schedule. Next Monday, Town Hall, Public Library, Parks and Recs, and the DPW offices will be closed. Transfer station is also closed on scheduled Mondays. You have no meetings next week. On Saturday, the 31st, the transfer station is closed in observance of New Year's Day. Trash and recycling is on schedule all week long. On Monday, January 2nd, Town Hall, Public Library, Parks and Rec, and DPW offices are closed in observance of, it should be New Year's Day. And again, the transfer station is closed on Mondays. And on Wednesday at 6 p.m., the Economic Development Council will be meeting in this room.
I'll be there.
So your next meeting will be on the 9th of January at normal time. You have your consent agenda. You have 2 firefighters, promotion to the master firefighter position. You have 2 rehires for DPW seasonal laborer. You have a pole license petition application from PSNH. This is on Lesnick Road near the intersection with Checkerberry Lane, pole 94/16YA. And also, I did email the board, you have an employment agreement in your packet as well.
Motion to approve the consent agenda as presented this evening.
Second.
Motion by Mark, seconded by Jim. Collis?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Myself, yes.
Yes.
Motion passes.
The next item, you have the 2022 encumbrance list. The version that you have in your packet is a draft version. Danielle distributed the final version and emailed the copy to Collis as well. So this would be your opportunity to ask questions, and we'd be asking for a vote to approve the encumbrance list with any changes if you see fit.
Anybody got any questions?
Motion.
I only have one question, and that was on, third line up from the bottom of page 1, which was study of sidewalks and intersection on Mass Road. What project was that?
So the, next year, we've got the Mass Road stretch corridor being overlaid. So leading up to that, we had our on-call engineer look at sidewalk alignments at the Pinard Street intersection and just south of that, the Rochambeau intersection from a highway safety committee thing a few months back. And then at the Laurier Street intersection, so Pinard and Laurier, side by side, but Probably the biggest piece is that intersection there and to the town line where we'd like to, if we can, justify getting rid of the center turn lane, which right now is sort of unused because there's not a whole lot of left turns from that center turn lane between Pinard Street and Rockland. If we can eliminate that, we might be able to add some additional queuing space for the Pinard Street intersection and also swing the sidewalk out and away from that property we had talked about a few months ago where they're having the fence damage.
The one with the fence by
Because it's
Ollie's.
right there.
next to Ollie's.
So if we can make some improvements there, we can help pedestrian movements as well as, add more through lane stacking for Pinard Street. And then of course, the Laurier intersection's tricky for a couple of reasons, and the Rochambeau has been identified as kind of a safety concern with 5, maybe 6 entrances to one spot, and if anything can be done there, we're not sure. But so anyway, we wanted to have them look at that. So in advance of paving, we've got some money for curbing and tip down work. If we need to, we can change the plan a little bit to accommodate that if we.
So they're working on that now, though, right?
Yes.
That plan's already in the works?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep.
That was kind of more of my question.
Sorry, you got the whole long story.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Anybody else? Motion?
Motion to approve the 2022 incumbents list final this evening dated 12/19/2022.
Second.
Motion by Mark, seconded by Jim. Collis?
yes,
Mark?
Yes.
Myself's a yes.
Yes.
The motion passes.
No, I don't think so. Just make you aware, you do have, on page 2, you have, there are 3 items that were special articles at the 2022 town meeting. You've got the GIS pictometry flyover. You've got the fire department study for the petition article for Station 17. And then you've got the DPW ventilation and sprinkler project. Those under RSA 32.7, Roman numeral 5, can be encumbered for 1 additional year. And again, this is a properly noticed meeting, so that is included in your encumbrance list, just to make you aware of that.
Okay, and the state, we don't have to, where there's a grant, we don't have to encumber it now?
So the grant are being, are tracked, not as part of the operating budget, they are within the general fund, but they're taken in as non-lapsing appropriations for unanticipated grant funds. So we do track those and provide those to you. The Cybercom, we most likely gonna be seeing, getting near final billing and invoicing for that, probably in the first 6 months of the next year, so.
If you look on 3 of 3 at the very top one, was that, there's $1,589, but that says move to grant, was that $1,589 deducted from the bottom line?
No,
You don't do it that way?
no, it is a grant. The question, that was a note internally to finance about whether or not we should track it in Fund 16, which is a new grant fund. But the auditor said we could keep it where it is in Fund 10. It's just a matter of how we want to see it on the report. So the total would be included either way.
So that revenues doesn't, won't show up this year, it's gonna show up next year.
Most of it's already been received, but we will get a little bit more next year as well.
Enough to cover that.
Mhm.
Okay.
I just have one. You talked about the cyber communications thing. That $1.3 million, did you say that's going to be eaten up in the next few months? $1.3 million?
Yes, yep, we've got, so the PO amount is 1.8 million.
Right,
So that's all to Cybercom, that's doing all the radio towers and everything.
Right.
So I would say, the police department IT went down last week to view, so they still have to put up the tower, the rest of the tower at both locations, and then install everything, but they are getting closer on that project.
Okay, thanks.
It is 10 past. Is there anybody here for public comment? Seeing none, we'll close that. Let's continue on. We got anything else, sir?
The only other item is your action matrix, and then we have one item for non-public. Oh, well, that's right, 2 items for non-public.
Pardon me?
2 items for non-public.
And I was hit by a state rep who serves on the county that, why aren't we moving just across the street and releasing that building for the police? The front building?
I don't think that would meet the police department's needs.
I don't think so either, but that was a state rep who serves on that, the county board asked me that question, and I said, well, I don't think it works for us.
I think that's an accurate statement. I think our building is, as you know, is getting smaller and smaller by the year. And my understanding is that that building across the street, the front building, has 3 floors, but it's a little bit smaller. And I don't think it would sustain us for growth for down the road. I think there was a point where the sheriff looked at the sheriff's office being in there, and that was gonna be difficult for them, and they're a little bit smaller than us, so.
Okay, I just,
And you said lease?
huh?
You said lease?
Yeah, no, Lisa,
Yeah. Yeah.
I kinda nipped it in the bud, but that doesn't mean that's not gonna come back. Kelly's not here.
Peter?
Yeah, Mark?
Quick question. Pet peeve of mine, fire ambulance 2, it's been out of service for a year. Can we take that off that list and just kind of forget about it? I mean, we've seen it and known about it. It's,
I can definitely take it off the list as it's not really considered an active,
yeah,
and Danielle and the fire chief are working with Primex to get the
I had a call with them last week as
Yeah.
well.
so, yeah, we can take that off the,
I mean, it's,
I think it's just a marker to let us know that they were missing an ambulance.
well, I think we are back up to 3 at this
yeah,
point,
ambulance,
so.
the ambulance that had the water pump issue and some other issues.
Yep, those are all back in
is all-
service.
They're all back in service.
Yep.
Anything else?
No.
Bridge committee get together yet? No?
No, we're gonna be shooting for the first week of January, now that zoning board and planning board are both not active that week. I'm gonna put that out to the committee and see if we can start meeting that week.
Anything else?
Nope.
Anybody else got anything else? Mark, Jim?
No, sir.
Motion?
Motion to go into non-public session, RSA 91A:3, 2A, compensation. That's it?
Yes.
Just compensation?
Yep.
Okay.
Second that.
Roll call. Collis?
Yes, and I'll make note for the record that there is no one else present in the room with me.
All right, thank you. Mark?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
That'll conclude tonight's public portion of the meeting. We'll be going into non-public.